And I'm going to end on this one story, and this is in the tafsir of Imam Ibn Kathir rahimahullah of Surah Al-A'raf, verse number 201. And Imam Ibn Kathir rahimahullah titles this Shabun yatahaddath min al-qabr, a young man who spoke from his grave. And Imam Ibn Kathir rahimahullah, he narrates that there was a young man, mulazimul masjid, who was always in the masjid, min tullab amir al-mu'mineen Umar ibn al-Khattab, from the students of none other than Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. There was a woman that was calling him to her home. She was a beautiful woman, and he fell for it. And that shows you, by the way, just because you're religious doesn't mean that you're not going to fall for these things sometimes. You might fall for them. It's not about if you fall for them, or it's not about how you fall for them or if you fall for them. It's about how quickly you get yourself out of the situation. So he followed her to her home. As he walked behind her, as she invited him into her home, as he walked behind her, تذكر قول الله, he remembered the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this is the ayah number 201 of Surah Al-A'raf. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا إِذَا مَسَّهُمْ طَائِفٌ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ تَذَكَّرُوا فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْصِرُونَ. Those who truly are conscious of their Lord. إِذَا مَسَّهُمْ طَائِفٌ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ, if they are tempted by a little touch of the shaitan. And again, it shows you that you're never absolved. Don't feel bad if you fell for this once or twice. Don't feel bad. It's about how you get yourself out right now. I know some of you are in these relationships right now, religious or non-religious. Shaitan got you. He touched you. He tempted you. He got you for a moment. He staggered you. He got you off your feet. And he was following this woman to her house, and he remembered this ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, at that moment, تَذَكَّرُوا, they remember Allah. فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْصِرُونَ. So now all of a sudden they can see. You know, basar and basira are two different things. Basar, he can see right now, but he can't see. He doesn't understand he's not really seeing. Like some of you are looking at me right now, but you have no idea what I'm talking about. And some of you are extracting things from the words that I'm saying that even I can't extract, because the Prophet ﷺ said that sometimes the listener gains more or understands something more than the speaker. Some of you, because of your basira, because of your attentiveness, because your insight, you're getting things from this lecture that even I'm not getting. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْصِرُونَ. So he's following along, and then all of a sudden, what am I doing? Astaghfirullah. He passed out, and the woman shut the door on him, and she left him sleeping in front of her door. He woke up and he started to cry, and he went to his father and he told his father what he did. And his father said, and he was crying when he was talking to his dad. He said, I can't believe I did this. And he was shivering out of the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He didn't do it, he just was about to do it, but he caught himself. And his father said to him, Ya bunay, oh my son, what did you say, that made you stop? And he recited the ayah again to his father, and then he fell and he died. And this was a student of Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu. So Umar ibn al-Khattab understood what happened. Umar ibn al-Khattab knew what happened. And they prayed janazah on him that night, and Umar ibn al-Khattab went and he sat next to him while the people were there. After the janazah, after they buried him. And Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu talking to a student. Imagine, what a humiliating way, right? What a humiliating way for my student to go out. This was a talib ilm, a student of knowledge, to the one who the Prophet ﷺ said, if there was to be a prophet after me, it would have been Umar. He was muhaddath, spoken to by the angels. He was a student of him, not a student of Omar Suleiman or a student of Sheikh Abdul Nasir Jang or Imam Suhaib Webb. He was a student of Umar ibn al-Khattab. And Umar ibn al-Khattab was heartbroken. So Umar ibn al-Khattab sat next to his grave and he said, Ya fata, O young man, وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ جَنَّتَانِ. And for the one who feared the power of his Lord is 2 gardens. And the young man spoke from his grave, a miracle from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he said, فَأَجَابَ الْفَتَى قَدْ أَعْطَانِيهَا يَا عُمَرْ مَرَّتَيْنِ. Allah has given it to me, O Umar, twice. Marratain. Some of the scholars, they said twice, because the time he held himself back from the fear of Allah, and then the other time when he was speaking to his father, he got fearful again and he passed out again. Allah gave me 4 gardens instead of 2. Why? I held myself.